I guess leading up to the hard fork, I was very concerned. Personally, I got into Bitcoin because it has three things that it does that got me into this currency, technology, whatever you want to call it. And that is that unlike banking, it gives you the ability to earn your own money. Unlike banking, you can spend it as you wish rather than having someone else spend it for you when you ask them. And unlike banking, it's got sound monetary policy. And part of that monetary policy was that there's 21 million Bitcoins and there'll never be more. So my main objection to the hard fork leading up to the hard fork was that if we now have 42 million Bitcoins, then the reason that I got into this, and many people got into this, is no longer valid, and it's no longer sound money and a store of value. And so I was very concerned about having two versions of Bitcoin and people not being able to distinguish between the two, and then that led to a doubling of the money supply, a quadrupling of the money supply, and then it became just like a normal currency with no sound monetary policy. What actually happened in reality was a lot less scary, and that is that most people saw this another coin, which was essentially an altcoin, and a community of people that disagreed with the vision of how the original version, the original chain, the original version of Bitcoin was being developed, went and got to experiment on this other chain and really get to prove to the people that believe that Bitcoin was the original version, whether their big blocks or their philosophy that they were pitching for really made significant improvements in Bitcoin, and it was a tremendous success. In fact, everybody that didn't believe in it got to sell their new money and got like a 10% dividend on their Bitcoin, and they could have more Bitcoin for it. Those who were very uncertain had the two coins, so whichever version prevails, they'll have exposure to both. And those that really believed in it had a new community, and everyone could just get back on with coding and doing the things that they believed in. And you know, it was cryptocurrency wars at that point, just like it has been with Bitcoin and all other altcoins trying to take that #1 spot.
Something I was most surprised about with this Bitcoin fork is that as much fear as there was going into it, the combined market value of Bitcoin Cash plus Bitcoin was actually greater than the Bitcoin market cap beforehand. Does anybody have any theories on why that is? It's a pretty strange phenomenon.
Well, I guess it wasn't actually, I mean, it's a dividend in theory, but the dividend could trade on its own merits. So people obviously were very passionate about their vision of how Bitcoin should scale and how Bitcoin Cash was a way to do that, and they essentially bought it when it came on the market and just didn't let the thing die. So that's probably what happened.
So why was this such a contentious issue to begin with? I mean, Bitcoin scaling sounds like a pretty technical